Nothing, Raylan hustled me. I didn't answer. It wasn't necessary. He noticed it. Nothing. It was hard to determine if those were the people that appeared in my dream. I didn't see their faces. They were more feelings than accurate pictures. The box contained something more, a kind of white net gently knitted, with a pink draw in the middle that looked like a hollow ball if I picked it up by one of its ends. "It's a part of the oil lamp," Cesar said from the distance, out of my sight. I didn't see how. The oil lamps I knew were empty containers with a candle inside that lighted up. I couldn't fit the refined piece in such a simple mechanism. Plus the waste it meant use a beauty like that in something that ephemeral. A small bill of 1 peseta value. It was funny. I thought it was a toy. I thought it wasn't even a bill. I showed it to Freiland. "It was much more valuable years ago." Cesar didn't laugh. Freiland told me to leave it into the box again. It seemed to be a serious matter for Cesar, and it wasn't of interest for us either. One green handwritten identity card of a man that looked very old. Cesar didn't say a word about it. A small metallic part that looked like a nest with a lever on the outside and a tube in the middle. "It's a reel of the sewing machine." Tessa pointed at a piece of furniture behind us. Three small pictures like the one of the identity card and that many of a woman that also looked very old. "I think the keys of my great-grandfather's trunk are there too." Cesar muttered as if I was taking long to find them. They were indeed, under a pile of thin papers that justified some kind of weird payments. "It's for when they die," Freiland explained, seeing me confused. "Excuse me?" I got shocked. This time I was the one that rose the eyebrows, the two of them. I felt he was messing with me. I read one of the receipts, and it didn't say anything about coffins or burials or nothing. Who was going to spend their money in such silliness? I left the papers aside, looking badly at Freiland not to let him think I had believed him. And I took the keys that made Cesar impatient. However, feel them and begin to cry was one and the same, without any explanation. "What's up?" Freiland asked. I saw through the little magnifying glasses of my tears a bunch of rusty keys. One of them with a beautiful flower on its end and a number on the lock. The others were just rounded shape. "There they are," Cesar said, getting closer, seeing the keys on my hands, not paying attention to my drama. "Do you have the trunk?" Freiland asked. "I think it must be at the loft. I don't think there is anything inside. It was the one he took to America, the 2 times he went there. I don't think—" Cesar detracted importance. "Don't say you don't think. You were waiting for them. And look at her." Freiland half threatened. "So we are going up to the loft now and see if there is or there isn't the damn trunk. Because you do believe." Hearing again the grumpy Freiland helped me to rebuild my emotions. I wasn't used to suffer that kind of imbalance. During dreams, of course. Listening to the song, of course. Not grabbing an object. That was the same thing Cesar felt with your grandfather's toy. Freiland explained, having the situation under control. "Can you stand up?" "Yes, I'm fine," I answered. Cesar didn't mind. He was searching through the drawer what must be the loft keys, and as soon as he found them, he signaled us to follow him. The sunlight came in through a round window hid behind a thick cobweb. I suppose it's around here. Tessa said, standing in the middle of the room. Fine, if you are not willing to search, I am. The grumpy Fräulein about to search despised. I stared at them from the distance of a broken heart. I didn't care about the two best friends forever split up. I only could feel a deep sorrow. I looked around, getting lost in the fascinating world of the things that weren't useful anymore, the things that didn't work, the things they weren't willing to abandon. Bring the keys, Raylan ordered in low. I didn't listen to him. I didn't remember I had them in my hands. I got lost in a golden bedspread with shiny flowers. If I were you, I'd give him the keys. He doesn't seem in the mood for too many insistences. Tessa dropped with sarcasm. I approached the trunk that was next to Fräulein. Tessa looked from some steps behind, but not with the previous indifference. I checked the keys one by one until I found the right. It was one of the simplest, one of those that looked like a tube with a little gap on its end. I opened the lid, not thinking about what I was doing. Raylan held his breath. Cesar still kept a distance. I didn't dare look inside, neither Raylan for a few seconds. Then he picked and at last he knelt down to see it carefully. I looked at Cesar. Cesar was smiling.